Welcome to Malicious Compliance. Hey, how's it going there? I hope you're doing just fine. Today we've got a long one, and this is what happens when you put the wrong people in charge. This story is by Reddit user Gavilla438. You want updates? You got it. I remember this particular scenario and I wanted to bring it up here. It's a long one, so grab your popcorn and drinks. Here we go. So one of the first IT jobs I worked was for a corporate headquarters of a Midwestern sandwich chain. My brother's best friend was the IT manager of this place and was given full reign to hire anyone he wanted. We had previously worked together in another place and he liked my work ethic, so he ended up asking if I'd take the job. Of course, I said yes, since I genuinely enjoyed working alongside this friend, and I thought it would be cool to report to him. Anyways, a few months go by and everything is going well. I had met and enjoyed mostly everyone in the IT department. Then one day, the CEO congratulates and welcomes a new CDO. Now this confused me as I thought that my friend's boss was the CDO, but I then was told that he was actually an interim CTO this whole time. So being green and naive, I decided to take it upon myself to meet the new CTO. The conversation goes more or less like so. Hi, my name is Jerry. I'm one of the help desk technicians here. It's a pleasure to meet you and look forward to working with you. I stick my hand out to shake hands. CTO stares blankly at my hand and then back at me. Yeah, so if you need anything or have any questions, I'll do my best to help.
So just because I'm a woman, I need help? And what exactly can a help desk help me with? Don't offer help to me unless I ask for it. Got it?
Wow, insecure much, lady? My friend saw this and was honestly shocked. To this day, the entire exchange still haunts me. In any case, I moved on and ensured to try to stay out of the CTO's way. I decided I wanted to do my job and work with my friend. The entire time I worked there, my friend had kept me in the loop with all of his projects and his work so that I could hopefully be successful in the field. Then one day, when I get to the office, I'm informed that my friend was fired by a demand of the CTO since he was not meeting expectations. Despite all the reports showing that his leadership and changes did in fact yield very high ratings for ticket closures and customer satisfaction. That same day, the CTO comes to the help desk room and walks up to me. She says, "Hey you worked alongside that manager, right? Well, I'm making you interim manager since you know most of everything he was working on." I felt like this was two slaps to the face, one being that she didn't refer to me by name, and the other that she gives me my friend's job the same day he was fired. A few weeks go by and I just experienced going to meeting after meeting. I keep getting told that performance ratings and customer satisfaction is dropping. In particular, the biggest gripe that was reported was that work orders were not getting any updates for days on end, and that the requesters were beginning to feel that we were ignoring their issues. I tried to reply with a plan that I had to help alleviate this, but the CTO said, "We will make sure this is fixed," and will not let me speak. After all those meetings, the CTO sets up a meeting with myself, the director of infrastructure, who we'll call Matt, and the previous interim CTO, who we'll call Joe. CTO goes,
Okay, how are we going to fix the problem with the work orders?
"Well, I've got a plan that should help with this. See, what I need to do is canvass the tickets and see
If I needed a plan, I would have asked for it. I want an answer now.
Gosh. Okay, well, I'm trying to give you the answer, which is part of this plan."
Then it's useless if you can't get to the answer. Any other ideas?
At this point, we all stayed fairly silent, and the CTO was just more or less rambling to herself. At the end, her response was glorious.
Okay, so moving forward, no matter what it is, I want every ticket to be updated immediately with anything that is going on with the request as it is being worked on.
Everything that's going on with the request? Immediately as it happens? Are you sure about that? I feel like that's going to cause...
I know what I said. If I had to repeat myself, consider yourself out of a job.
Understood. She then proceeds to send an email summarizing almost everything that happened in the meeting. She then writes that I had no constructive information to provide. But again, I see her plan there, and it was then that it occurred to me. Cue malicious compliance. I go back to the help desk room to announce the immediate change. Hey everyone, I just wanted to give you a heads up that moving forward, you're to provide every work order with any and all updates possible. That includes anything from looking at the ticket, to moving a laptop, to typing on it. Just anything you do must be related and entered into a ticket. You want everything in tickets? Yeah, you heard me right, everything. As you work on the tickets, keep those updates coming.
But if we do that, we could potentially trigger the spam filters. Also, it's going to flood the requesters' mailboxes.
Did you mention this to the CTO? She didn't care to hear about it. It's apparently not constructive information. The four technicians stayed silent until one of them said,
Storm is brewing.
"This is going to be fun." And we all laughed, knowing what was going to happen. I went to the email that the CTO sent regarding the summary of our meeting and opened it at its own window on my computer. I then continued to do as she had asked, and so did the other technicians. It wasn't even an hour before our updates were beginning to get blocked by the spam filters, and we started getting emails from the requesters asking us why we were updating the work orders so much. Others were asking to be removed from future ticket updates, and many demanding to speak to a manager regarding this sudden disturbance. I updated the IT help desk email with an automatic reply that said something along the following. "Thank you for your message. If this is in regards to your ticket updates, rest assured that we have your best interest in mind. A new policy is in place to provide you with as much transparency to your IT requests. This is in hopes to provide a better customer service experience. Please rest assured that we are aware of the amount of tickets this may produce. We hope to provide further support to you and look forward to completing your request shortly." It was not long after this that the CEO came into the help desk room and demanded to know what the hell was going on. I could tell he was ready to fire someone, and I calmly said, "Good afternoon, sir. We are simply following orders," and pointed at my screen to the email with a meeting summary. The CEO looked at me and growled, "Follow me." As we were walking, we passed by Matt's, Joe's, and the CDO's office, each time the CEO growling at them. "In my office, now." We get to his office and the conversation goes like this. CEO goes,
What the hell is going on?
I will reiterate, I'm only following orders.
And what exactly were these orders?
Here's the email from the CTO regarding this order.
Sir, I can explain. I was just
And
thinking
did no one
that.
stop to think what issues this would cause?
Well, Jerry did try to explain the plan to the CTO. If I'm not mistaken, Jerry knows that if the Exchange servers detect multiple updates coming out like this in a small time window, it triggers a spam blocker. And that's why my plan was to update each ticket only once a day, rather than after every single thing that was done towards a request.
I asked you to update at the end of the day with everything that happened with the work orders.
According to your summary, you did ask for ticket updates as they occurred, and Jerry's team provided this. Why did you not listen to Jerry's plan of action?
Well, sir, I have been working in the field since before 2000. What can someone like Jerry provide me with?
Really, woman? Wow, this woman has issues.
Well, he can provide you with the information to tell you why your idea has just cost the company a ton of money, since now our Exchange server got overloaded.
When I was talking about canvassing, I was trying to say that I wanted to reach out to each location managers to compile a list of tickets to update in a scheduled manner, rather than do them all at once. But since you wouldn't listen to me and even threatened to fire me, I only complied with your plan.
I cannot believe this is happening. Why am I being targeted here?
At this point, the CEO asked Matt, Joe, and me to leave while he had a word with the CTO on what teamwork means. Several minutes later, the network infrastructure team was able to reboot the Exchange servers and remove the IT help desk mailbox from the spam filters. I later provided a mass email update to the organization, apologizing for any inconveniences that were caused and that I would be reaching out to provide plan support. I would soon find out that the CTO was placed on an unpaid leave until further investigation were pending. I ended up quitting a few months after that though, since after the incident, the CTO was frequently trying to take her grudge out on Joe, Matt, and me. I did leave reporting the incidents to HR. I did later find out that the CTO was terminated and arrested for embezzlement. Anyways, that's gonna be it for today's story, folks. I hope you were just as annoyed with the CTO as I was. Links to the post are down in the description below. If you have a story of your own, send it over to iveeffedup@gmail.com. I don't know if you guys noticed, I'm trying a different style this time. Kind of like a first-person vibe to it. Anyways, if you like the story, leave a like, subscribe, and hit that bell button. And as always, I'll see you all in the next one. Bye!